Hello everyone. It's been a little bit since the last stream. I believe it's been almost 3 weeks. Um, kind of had some things in my personal life, not like super like, oh, I've been having a horrible time or anything, but just kind of I've been having I've been having a little bit of busyness as I've been taking care of some things, planning out what's coming up in the future. Um, I think this happened before my last stream, but my car has broken down, basically. Um, and a whole bunch of other stuff has been going on that I've just kind of been a little busy figuring it out, balancing work and things I gotta figure out, responsibilities, shifting plans, stuff like that. So, for a little bit, it was hard for me to figure out how to make some time for streaming like I used to. And honestly, I've been thinking about it and might have a little bit of a paradigm shift in how I approach my streams for the coming period, because lately I have been wanting to make sure that when I do streams I can afford a certain amount of time that feels substantial. Like, let's say 2.5 hours is probably a target I would be shooting for generally. I kind of take into account where the peaks have been in my viewership just to get a sense of how long people seem to stick around for as of late, to help inform me what's a good substantial stream. There have been cases where I considered streaming for a night and I didn't because I was like, I won't be able to hit enough time. But I'm thinking of maybe changing my paradigm up a little bit. I'm thinking that with all the stuff I've got going on, rather than streams that I dedicate a little bit more time to, I lean a little bit more on the shorter end of things. Streams that aren't as long as I would consider, um, super substantial. But if I'm able to do shorter streams, I'm more likely to be able to do more consistent streams. And I'm thinking for now that might be the better way to go about things. Because, like I said, I've been dealing with different things, getting them figured out in my life. And it's, sometimes it ends up squeezing time and I'm like, do I have enough time to stream tonight? I don't know. Oh, hesitated or had something else to do and kind of lost what I would consider the amount of time I would need. I'm thinking of changing my the boundaries on that, because there have been probably quite a few cases in between the last stream and now where I might have been able to get a different stream. I could have gotten some streams in, but didn't because I wanted something more substantial. And even if the sessions are short, that adds up. Especially because, I've noticed that the way my autistic brain works, I kind of get fixated on things instead of moving on. I keep trying to be like, oh, I gotta figure that out, even if the ship has sailed. But honestly, I do think the Pokemon Marathon that I set out to do would be a good overall guiding thing for my channel. I love Pokemon. I think it would be real fascinating getting to play all the games kind of bunched up together, revisit some of the classics that I've grown a lot since I last played, playing some of the games I never played, seeing how they all stack together, because it's been interesting when I see other Pokemon fans that are more consistent or, have played a bigger breadth of the games, and they have these experiences and, oh, I never played that one. Oh, it's been a while since I last played that one. I like the Pokemon Marathon idea, even if I was probably planning to be done with it by now. I still think it's a fun thing to kind of do. I've been kind of holding off because I want good enough storage space for recording in the quality that I like to record when it comes to more modern games. That's part of why I haven't been doing like Halo or some other games. I'm thinking at some point in the coming weeks I might be able to get a new external hard drive. That's part of the problem, is the one I was using to store some of that bigger space HD video footage has kind of become very unreliable, and it can get really bad slowdowns when it's reading something and having trouble. So I do hope to, at some point, once I get stuff like that figured out, also spice things up so it's not always Pokemon all the time. I've been really looking forward to doing Pokemon, but I can tell it would be fun to spice things up a little bit, like I used to be able to do more often. Some more Halo, some of the other alternate games I've been thinking of doing. Been wanting to do some Banjo-Kazooie. Been wanting to figure out co-streams with my girlfriend. At some point, might have to figure something out there. But yeah, I'm trying to think. There was other stuff I was planning on saying, but I'm not sure. Maybe I actually did cover all that I was meaning to say to try to catch up and give a sense of what the plan is going forward. But I think we're gonna be pushing more for shorter streams. Like, if there's a night where I can only get an hour in, I think that's a good idea, because even though it's not long enough to build a lot of momentum in a stream, I've noticed that you kind of need to go for at least more than an hour to have a good chance of building momentum in most cases, because then people can discover, you can have a chatter come in, someone might pop in Discord. Oh, sorry, changed scene by accident. But so I'm not really going to be advertising these shorter streams when I do them. Like, usually I send out messages to various places to help clue people in that I'm streaming, and it gives them enough time to potentially see that message, come and join in. Whenever I do these shorter streams, I'm not really going to bother with that, because it wouldn't be worth the time to put that all in, and by the time they show up, it's already over. I think that's better for the more substantive ones, which I think I'll have time to fit in as well. It's just been harder with all the stuff I've been trying to figure out, and where my schedule's been pretty packed lately. Because, I want to spend time with the people in my life. I've got my job. I've been trying to really ramp up some of the program projects I've been working on, because I'm getting real close to graduating computer science at my college, and I want to get that all figured out. Yeah, so trying to think of anything else I wanted to say, because I know this is going on for a little bit, but I felt it'd be a good idea to catch you guys up. So probably only gonna do like an hour, which I'm hoping gives us some progress, because if I'm able to squeeze in some more of these hour streams during the week in cases where I can't afford to do what I would consider the real streams, over time that's going to build up. It's going to help get progress, especially through the marathon. That's one thing, is it would be nice to pick up some steam, get silver done, start making progress in the next game, keep that marathon moving, not in a rush, but we've been stuck on silver for a little bit, so it's probably for the best that we make a little bit more forward momentum. Might not get as much activity in terms of people popping in while I still happen to be streaming, or chatter showing up. Not going to be advertising these as much. So might not do much for my audience building, but hey, if I'm consistent enough, maybe the fact that keep popping in, followers will be like, oh, okay, he's been streaming a lot, happens to be live at a good time for me, I'll plug in. So I'm thinking that's kind of be my plan, is try to get in more short streams, like an hour or so, and then as I'm able to, fill in some of the more substantive ones as well, so that I can have the real meaty ones that really help build up the audience, get people excited and interested, and make real progress. So with that being said, let us get back into silver. Probably going to do about an hour. Another thing is that we're doing the Celebi glitch, and I wasn't sure if I did a shorter stream if I'd make much progress on that. But hey, we're just gonna shoot for it. If not, got a little stream, and probably have another little one soon. Just gotta keep up the momentum. So, yeah, let's pull up Silver. That's enough talking for now. Probably not going to be joined by anyone, and I don't expect to really get viewers or chatters. But that's the kind of thing, is that streaming is kind of its own grind. Okay, I've been noticing it keeps switching to my Xbox 360 controller, but I don't want to bother unplugging that, so I'm just going to switch. Oh, one last thing. For the Celebi glitch, we needed to get another TM return, which we can only do on Sundays. I had some potential Sundays that I missed, and I don't want to have to orient around Sunday just to get that figured out when that's the next thing we're gonna do. So I altered the time, and set it back. The time should be good now, but basically I went and got return on my own time, and that's all I did off screen, just so that I could make sure that that was taken care of. So let's see what we need to do to try to get Celebi. Probably have to do a lot of item movement, but hopefully we can manage that pretty well. Pulling up some notes so I can try to see. Okay. So we're going to want to be selling some items and moving things around, getting everything right into place. Okay, so I gotta go to the second floor to sell anything. Let's see what would be easy to get back. So I can see what I can afford to sell. Okay, I can sell max potions. Okay, I can do guard spec. Okay, looks like I can sell Dire Hit. Okay, let's clear some more space. can sell HP up. But first, let's check the Quagsire's holding one, because I just remembered. Okay, it's already holding one. Okay, can sell X defend. Okay, for those of you watching on Twitch, it looks like ads are going to run in a few minutes, so just as a reminder, subscribers won't receive ads. I want everyone to be able to enjoy this channel, regardless of any paywall or anything. I want everyone to be able to enjoy it. But for those of you who do feel willing to contribute, it's greatly appreciated. Even a little goes a long way, and I hope to put whatever I get towards making this channel better. And as a way of showing appreciation to anyone who is willing to contribute, there will be incentives for those who can do the most. So if you want to pick something I do on this channel, feel free to shoot for being number one in one of the categories. So those will run in a few minutes, just so you guys have a heads up on that. I keep forgetting this water bottle doesn't work when you put it back like that. You actually have to have it upright. Okay, so we do need one Everstone, but I think I probably already put it in my PC. So let me check if that's the case. If so, then I will sell the Everstone. Yeah, there's one right there. Everstone. There is one. Okay. Just because I'm a little OCD, a little paranoid, I'm going to save first before I sell, just in case I regret it. Just so I have a fail-safe. Okay, those are some easy sells. Maybe some of you people would consider this busy work not really worth streaming, but aside from making sure I had the TM return, I don't really want to do too much off-screen. I prefer to have it all done live. Oh yeah, we should deposit the other TM27. It's looking like it's not too hard selling some of these items, because some of the ones I've been storing have not been that special. Okay, let's sell X accuracy. Did I make a joke last time that I probably look like Walter White getting weird supplies at Home Depot to these people with the weird stuff from running back and forth and managing items? Because that's definitely a thought that's entered my head now, whether or not I've made that joke before. Alright, it looks like all the items we have left are ones that we want in here. But, of course, we're going to have to rearrange them. So that's going to make things a little trickier. Okay, I think I noticed some calcium. I'm gonna sell that to make some space. To make it easier to get things in and out of the box. I'm also gonna sell the X attack. So, stone there. Not gonna be as hard as I thought. Okay. Let's deposit the potions. That was weird. It was not responding very well for a moment there. I was a little confused. Okay, Team 27. So the first any item, any quantity is the Moonstone. Let's pull that. Okay, so Moonstone, Potion, 227, Fresh Water, Lovely Mail, H7, Pokeball, Great Ball. Okay. For stone. Okay, now we're gonna do 3 max ethers. Have this even blast any item, any quantity. Team 41. Okay, I'm gonna check, but that looks like that might be it on what we need our inventory to be. It's crazy to think that the resolution it's at when it's not expanded, that's how it originally looked. I'm stretching it out to my monitor most of the time. It was not as stretched originally, and it's interesting to be reminded of that. Okay, now time to compare. Any item, any... Okay, I'm gonna minimize this so it's easier to see. So any item, any quantity. Any item, 38. TM 27 times 2. Fresh water times 42. Okay, looks like we have properly set up the item PC. Okay, so now we're going to have to clear the daycare. We're going to need a freshly caught low-level Pokemon, Quagsire properly set up, and a Pokemon that will become Celebi. Okay, Fisher Chris wants to rebattle. We'll make a note of that. Wait, that's items. That's what I was doing before. Let's deposit you, Pineapple, because we're going to be replacing you anyway. Okay, now let's withdraw our daycare Pokemon. Okay, put Steelix away. Okay, and there you go, Pidgeot. Alright, for those of you watching on Twitch, it looks like ads are going to run in a few minutes again. So just as a reminder, subscribers shouldn't receive ads. I don't want to paywall my content, want everyone to be able to enjoy it, but for those of you who do feel willing to contribute, it's greatly appreciated. Even a little bit goes a long way, and I hope to be able to put whatever I get towards making this channel better. As a way of showing appreciation for anyone who is willing to contribute, there will be incentives. So if you want to pick stuff that I do on this channel, you should feel free to shoot for being number one in one of the donation categories, because then you've got a shot. So those will be running in a few minutes, just so you guys know. And yeah, I'm kind of wanting to see if we can get this Celebi figured out tonight, and then next time we stream we can start trying to train it up and try to get a Larvitar from Mount Silver. So daycare is now clear. It looks like in terms of the setup steps, there's not much left. Mostly just catching 2 low-level Pokemon. As long as Quagsire is properly set up. So he's holding HP up, but it does not know Sleep Talk. looks like we only get one sleep talk in the game. So I guess we're gonna have to make it count for Quagsire. Thankfully, I don't think we were planning much for sleep talk. I guess we gotta go to move deleter. It's a little annoying they don't let you speed through that dialogue because you gotta switch between B and A. So Blackthorn should have the move deleter. What a fun, ominous little jingle. Okay, so that's how you can move it. So I guess that's part of why they have a move menu, is it lets you do that easily. So now Sleep Talk is the first move. Okay. Let's see, who are we going to deposit to make room for one of the Pokemon? Probably put Muscle away for a minute. So let's see if there's anything I should consider in terms of getting these low-level Pokemon. Looking at a video to see just some visual cues just to understand what the process is going to be like as I follow the steps. think I'll be teaching Giga Drain to Celebi and getting the Psychic TM. Because it's not going to be able to have Leech Seed and Confusion. It could get Future Sight through level up, but... So, to give it proper Grass and Psychic moves, you might have to resort to TMs. So now, I think I'm just gonna catch a fresh low-level Pokemon, and we'll just find a good Pokemon from storage to become Celebi, I think. So let's go to Newmark Town, get a real simple Pokemon. Just like throw an Ultra Ball and try to catch it. Could be too picky for that, huh? You're level 3 Hoot Hoot. You're gonna give me trouble? Obstinate little fella. Stubborn little bastard. If this doesn't work, I'm gonna try, like, paralyzing it or something. There we go. Okay, let's put in Hoot Hoot. Go Cherry Grove so we can pull out a Pokemon to turn into Celebi. Just convert this Weedle. start to figure out the process. Get everything into motion. Okay, the low-level Pokemon is in the 3rd slot. Quagsire is in the 4th slot. And Weedle in the 1st slot. I'm gonna pull it up on another screen so I can have this more full screen for this moment. Don't want it to look super awkward. So freshly caught, low-level Pokemon. First move, Sleep Talk, holding HP up. And then Weedle will become Celebi. Okay, now we'll follow the actual steps. Low level Pokemon 3rd slot. Wait, let me save first. just because we're ready to initiate the steps. Third slot. It's the low level, freshly caught Pokemon. Quagsire is... Quagsire is in the fourth slot. And then Weedle, which will become Celebi. First slot. Okay, we're gonna fly to New Barktown. To Professor Elm's lab. There he is. So we saved. How do we reset in Same Boy? Looks like it's Control R. Okay, here's where the steps become a lot more specific and crucial. Step out. Take 4 steps to the right, below the tree. 1, 2, 3, 4. Open the Pokedex. Bellsprout, Machoke, or Ammonite. Well, Bellsprout is here. Okay, I guess that's all I needed to do. I was wondering if I had to do the cry specifically, but... Exit the Pokedex. Open the items pack. Switch over to the key items pocket. So we have to switch pockets after listening to the cry before viewing the coin case in the current session. Use the coin case. I guess there's something I did that was a problem. Oh boy. Guess we gotta figure that out. But for those of you watching on Twitch, it looks like ads are gonna run real soon actually, because I was running through those Celebi glitch steps. So just as a reminder, subscribers won't receive ads. I don't want to paywall my content. I want everyone to be able to enjoy this channel. Yeah, I want everyone to be able to enjoy this channel. But if you do feel willing to contribute, it's greatly appreciated. Even a little bit helps, and we'll be offering incentives for those who are able to donate the most. So those will be running real soon. Now I guess it's time for me to figure out what the hell to do to get everything working again. I'm not sure what I did wrong. I'm gonna rewatch the footage so I make sure that I fully grasp whatever I would have done wrong. So I'm gonna pull up footage, see what exactly I did wrong. So the audio isn't weird. I'm gonna mute everything for just a moment while I look at this. Okay, I'm gonna try the most recent steps again, and if it hangs again, then I guess I might need to look into, maybe I need a fresher low-level Pokemon or something. Got the low-level Pokemon in the 3rd slot, Quagsire in the 4th, and then Chosen Pokemon in the 1st. gonna do choke this time. Because that's what the video does. Okay. So clearly I'm doing something wrong. I'm gonna assume that maybe it's that I don't have a fresh enough Pokemon, but maybe Quagstar's name is an issue? I'm reading through some comments and it's seeming like it might be the third Pokemon, that it can be tricky getting a good, stable, low-level Pokemon. for that. One person said one of the most consistent ways to get a stable slide is get a Bellsprout trader for Onyx. We've already done that, obviously. The best Pokemon for the slide would be Rocky or Muscle, which are obviously... Wait. Maybe I can pull Rocky back out and do that. Apparently level 2 female Hoot Hoot is the best option after that, but only 60% chance. I have a level 3 male. The slide Pokemon must never be trained or receive an EV changing item. I guess I gotta keep catching Hoot Hoots. Because I've already trained Muscle and Rocky. Well, at least it's the proper time of day to get Hoot Hoots. That's probably what we're going to have to do until we can get it right. I'm going to try the other Hoot Hoot in the box, because I've had it forever, but I haven't really trained it, so I'm wondering if that might work. Let's see how this level 7 female Hoot Hoot does. Thankfully, I was able to pull up information that makes it a little more clear how this is supposed to work. Because otherwise I've been shooting more in the dark, but I guess it was on the right path somehow. Low-level Pokemon, 3rd slot. Quagsire, 4th slot. Chosen Pokemon in 1st slot. Fly to New Barktown. Enter Professor Elm's lab. Gonna make sure they're all fully healed too. Okay, enter. Save. Reset. Step out. 4 steps to the right. Pokedex. A choke. Pack. Coin case. Use. Yes! No freezing. That's a good sign. Okay, so it didn't cause glitch dimension or freeze. Now let's fly to Goldenrod. We're not out of the woods yet. Okay, we're gonna walk south to the Pokemon daycare and enter it. Gonna deposit Weedle. And then let's get it back. That's a good sign. That's a different cry. Got Weedle, right? That's not the Weedle I remember. We got a Celebi. Nice. Okay. Well, I think that's pretty much about where we're going to be wrapping up for today. I'm going to, rename it. But, yeah, I need to be getting to bed for what I got going on tomorrow, but I'm just glad we're able to get it. Especially because we're running into trouble. The Mew glitch went pretty well. This one had some hiccups, but we were able to figure it out. So I'm glad we got it figured out. My little Weedle turn into a Celebi. I've always been a big fan of Celebi, especially because it had such a mystical quality to it back in the early days, because it was so hard to get. The event Pokemon were so elusive back then. Who's got the XP share? Is it Swift? Must have been Muscle or something. I'm gonna have to go back and get that so we can attach it to Celebi, level it up. I think 7 is where I want to be. Don't need that Hoot Hoot. Pineapple, we're not going to need you for now. Oh, of course you've got the EXP share, so I guess we do need to take you out for a moment so we can get that off, yeah. That must feel awful for poor Pineapple. Oh, you finally want me? No, I just want your item. You're going back in the PC forever. Well, probably not. We'll probably use you in Stadium too. At first I was thinking of just naming it Celebi to clear things up while we think of a name, but I actually do think I've come up with a potential name for it already. Okay, it looks like ads are going to run in a few minutes, so just as a reminder, subscribers won't receive ads. I don't want to paywall my content. I want everyone to enjoy it, but for those of you who do feel willing to contribute, it's greatly appreciated. Even a little bit can go a long way, and I hope to be able to put what I get towards making this channel better. As a way of showing appreciation, there will be incentives for those who are able to donate the most. So if you want to pick stuff I do in this channel, feel free to shoot for being #1 in one of the donation categories. So those will be running in a few minutes, just so you guys know. Okay, I think the name guy is somewhere here. Goldenrod. I think that's a perfect name for it. And if you don't get it, there's an image that I've seen for a long time where it's the caption is "This is what the lettuce looks like on a McChicken," and it's a picture of Celebi dying for the movie when Celebi's weak, and that's always stuck with me. So it's McChicken lettuce. It's McLettuce. That's what we'll call our Celebi, McLettuce. It's got Poison Sting and String Shot, right? We'll just leave those for now. Eventually we'll give it Mega Drain, Psychic, probably Shadow Ball. Maybe we'll keep on to the Poison Sting for now, just because that might give it a little unique edge, but... Oh, and of course Celebi won't show up in the Pokedex. I think I remember seeing about that. But that's fine. We don't need the Pokedex to be updated to know we got the rarest of the rare. So next time we can try to get a Larvitar, start training that up as well. Get a Tyranitar, be able to use that in Showdown or Stadium in the future. We could remove its moves at the move deleter, but considering how low level it is, I don't think we need to really worry about that. We'll just replace them eventually. There's a few different methods, so I'm glad the one we went with was able to work. And that we didn't have to spend a whole bunch of time figuring out a whole new one. Okay. I'm thinking this is where we wrap it up. Because that took longer than I expected, but I felt like it was within reach, and it turned out it was. I'm real happy we got this Celebi. I'd love to get a Larvitar from Mount Silver next time, train that up as well, but gonna have to call it for now. Especially because I ended up going twice as long as I planned for. But I hope anyone who happened to catch this or watch this was able to have fun, even though there's some tedium and confusion and trying to figure it out. And hopefully I'll be able to do more short streams in the future when I have a harder time doing some stand-up ones. Okay. Time to figure out who to raid. If anyone watching has any ideas, feel free to shout it out. Otherwise, gonna figure that out myself. I think we'll raid this person. Well, I hope you guys had fun. It's a little different of a stream, but I had a lot of fun with it. Especially now that I got my Celebi. And yeah, hopefully I'll be able to stream again soon so we can continue the Pokemon adventures. Be a Pokemon master. Hope you guys had fun, and I'll send you guys on your way. See ya.